Welcome back to another preview guide episode. My name is Fuds, and as ever, I'm going to look at 4 new episodes of anime this season. Don't know why I'm introducing it this way, I never do that before, except when I'm doing my normal videos. But I'm not doing my normal videos, I'm doing a preview guide. So I'm going to look at 4 new anime episodes which I've already watched. You may have already seen what I think of me shorts. Let me know what you think of the shorts in the comments as well. If they get enough traction, I may continue doing them in future. I may change these to just shorts. We'll see how it goes. But for now, it's time for me to look at the second 4 episodes to air this season and take a look at them, because this is a 2023 autumn anime preview from a different perspective. First up today, we've got an anime sequel to an anime which a lot of people will be very surprised that I haven't seen. Welcome to the world of MF Ghost, the sequel to the initial D series. Now, as I said, I'm a big motorsport fan, and so you might be thinking, okay then Fuds, why haven't you watched Initial D? Well, there's no real reason for that, I've never got around to it. I'm not a big sports car fan, I prefer the open cockpit Formula series, and the Drift series never really appealed to me. But if Initial D is anything like MF Ghost, I probably will go back and watch it, since the first episode of MF Ghost has me intrigued and interested. Our main character this time is Kanata Katagiri, hot off a plane from the UK, travelling to Japan to find his dead father. He's bunking with a family of Ren Sayanji, who is a grid girl, or I think they call them MF Angels in this series, who proudly proclaims in the first episode she doesn't believe in love at first sight. There's no way in hell she's ever going to love someone just at one glance, before taking a single look at a character and falling head over heels for him. Yeah, who didn't see that one coming? But this is going to be an anime about Kanata's racing journey throughout the MF Ghost series, about his relationship with Ren and Ren's family, the racers, finding his father, and who knows where else. Cars are fast, women are hot, and unlike other shows, despite them looking different in age, there's not much of an age gap between Kanata and Ren, so I'm okay with that 2-year gap. If you've ever seen Initial D, you know what to expect going into MF Ghost. Again, like I say, I haven't seen Initial D, so I didn't know what to expect, but I like this. I might go back and watch more of Initial D at this rate, because like this, it's also airing over to Crunchyroll. Next up today, we've got Firefighter Daigo, Rescue in Orange, an anime about firefighters. Well, we'll call them a fire and rescue service, is what we call them in the UK, and this one is more about firefighting and rescuers. They are the heroes in Orange who save a day when buildings are burning down, save from escaping with burning building, and making sure you stay alive. At the start of the episode, we're introduced to our main characters Shun and Daigo, as we're rescuing people off a burning building. Although I'll be honest, the way Tokyo look, it looks like there was a huge bomb dropped in the town, as pretty much the entire town was ablaze. But this isn't about that adventure, it's about them going through the academy apparently. And Daigo, the quiet one, the title character, Shun, the main character, who is just your normal happy-go-lucky guy, and the only firefighter which stuck out in my memory was a girl called Yuki, who is very talented, but is also a girl, and so she gets the attention because she's a female character. Nothing about this anime really stood out to me. The first episode was more just academy nonsense, rough teachers teaching them lessons, which, yeah, it's tough work being a firefighter, but that's life. And apparently Daigo's got some kind of secret which he doesn't want anyone to know. I'm sure that's not going to bite us back in the arse in the next few episodes. But I really can't recommend this one, not for the same reason as that Ragnar thing from last episode, but because this one doesn't leave any impression whatsoever. It might as well just be a training manual of how to become a firefighter in Japan, just with muscle-bound anime characters, which, again, wouldn't surprise me in Japan. If you do want to watch Firefighter Daigo, you can find it airing over at Crunchyroll. Next up today, we've got the very, very original sounding Berserk of Gluttony, an anime about a guy who's the lowest of the low. He's got low stats, low skills, low levels. He has one skill which is completely useless, as all it does is it just makes him hungry. So as well as being poor, he also has to spend more money on food because he's always so hungry. He's got himself a dead-end job with some real nasty pieces of work, making him do their menial tasks, and kicking him when he's down when they feel like it. But thankfully his days are made better by the beautiful blonde Roxy, who is in no way resemblance of Ice Wallenstein from Begin with Girls in the Dungeon. One thing he doesn't realise is his special skill Gluttony, which, surely with a name like Gluttony, that's a big giveaway anyway, actually has a power to absorb other skills from enemies he defeats. So, by defeating enemies, he absorbs their power. Hello, shield hero. And with the power of his new sword Greed, a sword he got from the trash because the person who was selling it didn't know it was powerful, Gluttony and Greed, hello deadly sins, he's out to save a day and probably show that everyone his cursed skill isn't actually that cursed. Again, hello again, shield hero. Everything about this anime seems copy-pasted. It's taking aspects from 5 or 6 other shows and just merging them together into a single show, which does not add up to a sum of its parts. Is it a bad show? No, I thought it was fine. But the other shows did their things better. It's like watching a compilation movie. Watching the original anime is almost always better, because a compilation anime skips all the good parts and only shows the terrible storyline bits which most people want to ignore. Now, Berserk of Gluttony is maybe give it an episode or 2, especially like the other shows. But for me, not sure we can give it a time of day. You can find it airing over at Crunchyroll. Finally today, we've got Shangri-La Frontier, an anime about a guy who plays crap games. His superpower is that he's beaten all the shittest games in the world. He is the ultimate Kuso gamer. And having beaten the most terrible game he's played in a long time, a game where he's basically being pulled along by the main heroine, who is the cause of all his woes, as she just keeps stumbling over people and blaming him for it. Everything's Demon Lord's problem, not her problem. Surely the world would have been saved without her existing in the first place. So in the game, he just kicks him in the face. Having beaten that game, he goes back to a game store and is recommended another game. And for the first time ever, he's been invited to play a game which is not, and for the first time in a long time, he's been invited to play a non-shitty game. He's invited to play the VR MMO Shangri-La Frontier, the title game. A critically acclaimed MMORPG which is nothing like Final Fantasy XIV. Don't know if it has a free trial or it's just free to play, but he joins in anyway, creates a character with no clothes on except a bird mask, because he sells all the clothes to get better skills and better weapons, and breaks the game straight away. Not breaks it in terms of bugs, there aren't any bugs in this non-shitty game, just breaks it by being overpowered, by getting all the lucky crits and lucky drops. This is a very badly balanced game. I mean, the anime recommends this as a not shitty game. I'm going to counter that by saying this is still pretty much a shitty game, because its balancing is out of whack. If you could just up your luck stat to max to begin with, get all the drops and crits you ever want, and just become overpowered straight away. Now, there is a subplot going on regarding his classmate or school friend, or a girl who he doesn't know exists, who's just stalking him, finding out what's going on with him, but not wanting to speak to him. I imagine she's going to be following him into a game and going to meet her somehow, and he's probably just going to ignore her again. But it intrigues me. Again, if you're tired of isekai, this one may be too much for you, as it is basically just an isekai. It's not trapped in another world, it's just playing an MMO, which is a poor man's isekai these days. But I don't know, something about this one appealed to me. It's not the best anime. The best thing about it, I might watch a few episodes of it, but I can't wholeheartedly recommend it. If you want to watch Shangri-La Frontier, it's airing over at Crunchyroll. That was MF Ghost, Firefighter Daigo, Rescue It in Orange, Berserk of Gluttony, and Shangri-La Frontier. 4 very different shows, which I've taken a look at and let you know what I think of them this season. So what did you think of them? Let me know in the comments again. During the next time we look at 4 more new shows, and be sure to let me know what you think of the shorts in the comments as well, either here or in the comments of those shorts. Bye bye.